Welcome to Package Your Genius. I'm your host, Amanda Miller Littlejohn. I'm a former print journalist turned PR and personal branding pro, and I am here to help high achievers like you bring your genius ideas to life. Whatever gift you have to give the world, I want to be a catalyst for your next genius move. If you're ready to stop overthinking it and start putting yourself out there, you're in the right place. Let's go. I've got a question for you. If I handed you the deed to a plot of land that contained a diamond mine beneath the surface of that land, how would you feel? I'm just willing it to you. I'm writing it over to you. I'm giving you this land, and there is a diamond mine on this land. Maybe you would feel excited thinking about your good fortune and my generosity and all of your future riches. But after giving it a little bit of thought, would you even know what to do with the land? And would not knowing what to do with this land you've been given, would that overwhelm you? Would it make you walk away? No. You'd probably do some research, call an expert, and figure out what does one do with a valuable diamond mine. You'd figure out who has the equipment to extract these diamonds, which people have the expertise to get this out of the ground, and what's the process to get these diamonds up to commercial standards. Who are the best buyers for the specific type of diamonds that you're mining in this land? You would not, for sure, throw up your hands and walk away just because you don't have the technical know-how to get these diamonds out of the ground when you know that they're valuable and people want them. I'm going to say that again. You would never walk away from the land just because you don't have the technical know-how to get these diamonds out of the ground, because you know they're valuable and people want them. But that's exactly what most of us are doing with our gifts. We've all got raw materials inside of us. But the problem is we don't know how to refine what we have, how to extract what we have. We don't have the equipment to get it out. And maybe we're unfamiliar with the process of bringing our unique raw materials to market. So we make excuses for not taking the first step. We proclaim to be too busy, but when we find ourselves with extra time to work on our creative projects, we don't do it. We say we don't know how to get started as if that's a good excuse. We console ourselves with stories. We're not business minded. We're not great with computers. We're terrible salespeople. We're bad with software. But no one who is business minded, great with computers, great at sales or software was as good as they are today on the first day they tried it. And most people figure out what they need to know, just enough of what they need to know in order to get the train moving, which is what you need to do. And it's what I need to do too, honestly, because I'm guilty too. The days keep passing. The weeks, months, and years are all adding up, and it's not getting any easier to be a beginner. So today's as good as any day to start. Think of a small way that you can get started, a small way that you can tackle what mentally feels like a bigger task than it actually is. So for me, immediately I'm thinking about the book that I've got on my heart. And the book is really about how parents and teachers can use my work around personal branding and packaging your genius to support the talents of kids. Now, I've had this book concept on my mind and heart for over a year. So practically, how can I make it happen? Like, what are the steps to getting it out into the world? Well, first, I can make a top-level outline of my chapters, which I actually have already done. Next, I can outline my subtopics for each chapter, which I've yet to do. So I can put that on my to-do list. Then I can write a subtopic each week until they're all done. So I can expound upon the topic and really write some paragraphs and pages about each subtopic until I feel like I've said all that I want to say on that subtopic. And that's pretty easy. Now notice, I didn't get into the weeds of how I'll manage structuring the book, getting it edited, getting it published, marketing it, and all of that. There's no need to even think about those things yet because all of that is irrelevant right now. It's irrelevant until I have an actual book. I need to create some momentum first so I can feel what it's like to be moving in the direction of this book. I need to get a personal win, prove to myself that I can finish it and get it done before I clutter my mind with more to-dos. But that's what most of us do. We get so overwhelmed thinking about, for example, the book marketing, that we don't even take the time to get still and write. Or we burden ourselves thinking about where we'll find office space before we even have a stable block of customers and clients. So we're worrying about things too far in the distance instead of doing what we can do now. So do what you can do. If you've been saying you're writing a book, make an outline and write a few chapters. If you've been saying you want to start a business, land yourself a handful of clients and get into a rhythm to see how you like it. Business might not even be for you, but you'll never know until you have a taste of it. If you've been talking about starting a podcast, record 3 episodes, then figure out the rest. Trust me, all of it is a mere Google search away. So don't be afraid of being a beginner, but don't dare walk away from a diamond mine because you don't know how to extract the gems out of the ground. Don't be afraid to do a little research on how to make your dream happen. Just think of the payoff. So mining and refining raw materials is what I do. It is my passion to help you extract the gleaming gems that I know are inside of you. It's my passion to help you get them out, dust them off, polish them up, and get them ready for the marketplace. If you know that you have valuable gifts inside of you, but you're unclear on all of the how, so all of the extra steps, all of the details of how do I figure out what to focus on? How do I describe it to people? What do I charge? If you're feeling all of that and hearing all of those questions in your head, but you know you have a valuable gift inside of you, you need to get yourself signed up for our Visibility Academy this fall in Package Your Genius Academy. That is where we can work on all of those questions together. Now, enrollment is open, but only for a short period of time because we are starting the first week of October. So we are now enrolling for our Visibility Academy. That's my signature personal branding training program that I do every year, as well as our PR mastermind for advanced personal brands. You can visit packageyourgeniusacademy.com to learn about both programs and to submit your application. But wherever you are and whatever you're doing, whatever you are not taking that first step on, I just want you to remember how valuable the raw materials inside of you are and how many people's lives can be changed by what you have to say, share, and offer the world. And yes, it's very valuable and you can likely be very well compensated for the raw materials that you have yet to extract. But there are also people on the other side whose lives will be forever changed once you finally make the decision to do so. So I hope the decision to do so will be today. I'll see you next time.